What's good, YouTube? Y'all already know it's your boys. Them boys crazy. Y'all already know it's your boy Roy to Rob up in this motherfucker, man.
I already know what's going on, man. Know it's your boy Cam Fisher. Anytime you see our face, you know it's time for another reaction.
Man, this right here, that 4 killers who show no, I'm talking about no type of, I'm gonna be real. I feel like when they be saying killers don't be showing no remorse, I deep down inside, bro, it be like, well, I ain't gonna say that now, cause some people really did just be messed up in here. So I ain't gonna need to say that, but we finna see what's really going on. Just by this right here, you already know. Come on, you already know how this finna go right here, cause they had so many memes and
he was dead serious in the courtroom. I'm talking about he was dead serious.
And I had seen the backstory on him. I'm like, but it might be real. Yeah,
This is Ronnie O'Neal. He is a double murder suspect in Riverview, Florida.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
O'Neal was 29 when he fatally shot his then-girlfriend Kenyatta Barron. Following this, he murdered their own daughter by striking her multiple times with a hatchet. She was only 9 years old. O'Neal also stabbed their 8-year-old son before pouring gasoline all over the house and setting it on fire. O'Neal was arrested upon fleeing the burning house. The son was able to escape, but was critically wounded and suffered from burns. The first 911 call on the incident was from the girlfriend who was heard screaming before suddenly hanging up. 8 minutes later, another call came in from O'Neal.
911, what is your emergency?
I just been attacked by some white demon inside Kiki. Kiki, her name is Kiki, and she tried to kill me.
After the arrest, O'Neal was psychologically cleared to represent himself in court. During the trial, he cross-examined his now 11-year-old son, who he stabbed, to which the son explained everything that happened.
It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Did I hurt you that night of this incident?
Yes.
I did. And how did I hurt you?
You stabbed me.
O'Neal also accused the prosecution of fabricating evidence.
I'm talking about this might.
I mean, the mind real deal serious. Like,
This might real deal.
representing himself.
Like
you finna get off.
My thing be, bro, how do folks real deal in their head, bro? Cause sit there, like I'm being real. How could you sit there have a child, try to kill him? They say it's good to see you. Now, did I try to kill you? Did I be real?
Like, he not finna tell you.
Like, bro, what? Like,
It just go say you did. It's real. A lot of people out here really got something wrong with them mentally.
Yeah, mentally.
Like, that is not a joke. When people say they crazy or they got like mental illness, something really going on, like psychologically, this it be real, bro.
real talk.
It gotta be something wrong with this dude right here, bro. I don't even know how he would clear to represent himself.
For real, dog.
Prosecution of
Look at the judge.
fabricating evidence.
Because he's playing a fraudulent damn recording of me beating Kenyatta Barron. I did kill Kenyatta Barron.
After O'Neal was found guilty at his sentencing, the judge went on to say this was the worst case she's ever seen.
This is the worst case ever in my life, and I have seen some horrors.
He also stated that he was not sorry for what he did.
I am not sorry for something I didn't do, and I am not sorry for the things I did do.
O'Neal was given a total of 3 life sentences plus 90 years without parole. And for O'Neal's son, he was adopted by the detective who cared for him the night of the murders.
That was up.
This is Randall Moore. He is facing 3 life sentences for crimes against his former wife, Therese Ann Lynch. Lynch had left her husband and filed a protective order against him. This resulted in Moore kidnapping and killing his estranged wife. Officer Todd Rowland responded to the cries from the apartment, where he was then shot and wounded.
Okay, 303 Adams been hit, officer down. Suspect's armed with 20 shells. Advises nobody come to the door, as he will shoot again.
Shortly after, Moore had a phone call with a 911 dispatcher. Listen as he explains his motives.
I didn't want to do any of this.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, all I wanted was my son. I just wanted to see my 7-month-old baby. That's all I cared about.
Not long after, Moore surrendered, and for Officer Rowland, he underwent surgery for his hand. As the verdict is read out, Moore gives nothing but a slight nod.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of murder in the first degree. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of kidnapping in the first degree. Guilty of sexual abuse in the first degree.
It's
Guilty
crazy
of-
because I'm real. I know a couple people that been through this situation. Like what's called what's her name is? You know, somebody the one that got the one that is trying to drive now.
Mm-hmm.
Went up to her daughter.
Oh
Yeah, like same thing. It be the boyfriend doing it to the girlfriend or the husband doing it to the.
Yep.
to commit murder.
At Moore's sentencing, Lynch's mother gives a victim impact statement.
You did to my daughter, Teresa Ann Marie Lynch, was evil, hateful, and despicable. You are now dead and rotting and repulsive to me.
Read the journal she wrote. She hated you.
Thank you, Judge.
She hated you. You're a loser.
Moore refused to apologize for his actions, saying he had no remorse for what happened.
And I'll tell you point blank, I have not 1 ounce of remorse for Teresa Ann's death. It could have all been prevented. All you had to do is let me see my kid. Now you're never going to see her again.
But now comes the judge.
If anybody didn't know what a piece of work you were before you start talking, they know it now. The court doesn't allow me to punish you any more than I'm doing now. If I could, I would.
Moore was given a total of 3 life sentences plus 25 years for the attempted murder. This is Keith Ferguson from Kalkaska, Michigan. He was set to court for 12 felony counts, including kidnapping and murder. Ferguson, who was 40 at the time, was engaged in a divorce argument with his wife, Tiffany Ferguson, when he began to suddenly beat her, followed by fatally shooting her.
Don't lie, bro. I'm not saying people don't change and snap and turn to a whole other person, and I'm not saying that, bro, what I'm trying to say. When these folks be married or in relationships, and then it's like
I know what you're
they
saying.
just.
I know exactly what you're gonna say. I see posts like that.
I
all
don't
the time.
understand.
I see posts
I don't
like that
get it,
all the
bro.
time. I'm gonna be 100 with you, bro. I see so many posts where it say you get to know a person and see their flaws that's real bad, but you stay with that person because you love them so much. As far as they probably ain't did nothing crazy, but they didn't show crazy stuff. Like for instance, a female told me a story about another female. I ain't gonna say no names. A female told me a story about another female, how she was with this dude and all this, but they was having a good time and all this. And one day he got tipsy or drunk like that or something, and then he was like doing some like forceful stuff to her. Man, that's her dude and stuff. He was doing like forceful action and stuff like that. Then on another occasion, he did some other stuff when he did that. I'm like, bro, those are the signs in the early relationship to just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But people be so in love with that person if they stay with them, then they get too knee deep in where they scared to leave. Cause they like, what if he do this to me? What if he do that to me? And they be like, bro, them signs that y'all see early on, bro.
It's like,
bro, y'all have to
this is
really.
what I'm saying. It's like you can't tell me that there was no type of red flag. There was no type of
Sign.
nothing that you could go based off of.
But
like you ain't finna sit here and tell me that you been in love with a person or you been with a person this long, and then next thing you know, it just like some crazy stuff like this happened. And then you saying, nah, I never seen. I mean, he never was like this, or she never was like this. Me personally, bro. I believe that, like you said, it's always something there.
Yeah.
Always something
And
there.
what they do, and that's why I say I hate them posts where it be like, no matter what goes on, you and your lover gotta figure it out. No, I'm being real.
Certain things,
like I'm being. If you see red flags, and I mean like red flags. I ain't talking about if you see a white. I was talking about you see a little white flag, look. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, hold up now. You know what I'm saying? We done had a little argument already, but it ain't nothing too big. I'm talking about when you see real deal red, get up out of their flags. A lot of people be so in love where they feel like they can help that person or do this with that person, and then once they get more years into it, they be scared because now they see what this person doing
what they capable
yeah,
of.
and what they capable of. Now they feel like I can't lead them, or they gonna do this to me, or they gonna do that to me, and they end up like getting harmed for real, bro.
Of their 4 children. He then hauled the children over to Tiffany's parents' house, where he fatally shot his father-in-law. After fleeing the scene, Ferguson stormed a nearby house, taking the owner hostage, and barricaded himself inside the home. After a 7-hour standoff, Ferguson was arrested.
The defendant is already murdered, and murdered multiple people, and fled, and has taken hostages.
During Ferguson's court appearance, his attitude and remorse towards the situation baffled everyone.
All right, Mr. Ferguson, can I get you to stand up there at the podium, please? All right, I need to have you raise your right hand for me. Okay, all right. Okay, stop.
At his sentencing, Tiffany's best friend gives a victim impact statement, saying she always felt that Keith would hurt his wife.
I knew one day.
You literally just said that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Then too, I ain't even mention that. It could be friends, it could be
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
Cause it's a difference between people really hating on your relationship. Cause sometimes you do got people out here who they not happy, they don't want to see you happy and all that. But you have people who really have your best interest, and they can see things, and they might be like, "You okay?" Or
But see,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be real. People that's in a relationship know the difference between hate and real deal. Like, I'm trying to help you out. Cause hate is something that you know not true. Like if I come to you and say, I don't need no lie for your girlfriend, but she be trying to show out in front of dudes. But you know that your girl, she's the type that's just an outgoing girl. But now if I say some stuff where like, I don't lie, bro, your girlfriend, she be jealous that other girls talk to you. And she going, and every time you talk to a female, she be on you like, why you doing that?
Like,
And then you can really see it, like, you know for yourself, but you just trying to block it out. And then when I tell you, try to block it out too. It's like, people be knowing the difference. I'm gonna be real, bro.
She would always reply, he loves his kids too much. He won't kill me. He loved them so much, he murdered their mother and grandfather.
When asked about his children, Ferguson never desired to see or speak to them again. The judge responded by saying,
You may not meet the clinical definition of insanity, but there's clearly something fundamentally wrong with you.
Ferguson was given a life sentence without the possibility of parole.
See y'all now.
This is Michael Swanson, who was 17 when he went on a killing spree of 2 Iowa gas station attendees in the span of an hour.
Where did you shoot? Right on the body? Yeah. And on the face? In the face. Okay. Right in the face. I thought I was just gonna shoot the engine, or why would I shoot her at all?
Swanson entered a gas station in Elgano, Iowa, in a ski mask and a handgun. The man...
And it's crazy because Iowa is like one of the most like not known for killing. Like they don't even like that. That's why I say, bro, I hate when people
something like that.
Bro, man, for real, bro.
Ash and cigarettes from 47-year-old Vicky Bowman Hall. Despite following the request without hesitation, Swanson still shot and killed her. An hour later in Humboldt, Iowa, Swanson repeated the same act in another gas station, this time killing Sheila Myers. He was arrested 60 miles away from the shooting when authorities identified his vehicle. With both victims following his request but were killed anyways, it indicated that murder was Swanson's primary goal.
How did it feel when you pulled the trigger? I mean, some people say that, it feels powerful or that it's kind of a rush, or what did you feel when you pulled the trigger? It felt powerful.
Swanson was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of burglary. All allegations of Swanson's motives were answered by himself.
I then intentionally, deliberately, and with premeditation shot the clerk, causing her to die. I did this with a specific intent to kill her.
Now, as one of the victim's daughters gives a victim impact statement, Swanson sits completely...
That would be, I be really want to know what's wrong, folks. Like, what made you just say, I'm gonna do this? And then it's crazy, like the title said, no remorse, no nothing. It's just like, I don't care. I meant to do this.
And I'm gonna be real, bro. And I understand. I fully understand where people gonna come from when, as far as this response. I know a lot of y'all response gonna be, you never know what they were going through. You never did. You never did. But at the end of the day, you still taking somebody's life that has nothing to do with
exactly why I
what
said,
you
like,
through.
I be want to know what's going on for real, mentally, bro.
It had to be like.
Me personally, I never like, just say something was going on with him or something was happening to him. I never understood why, if somebody hurt you or attack you or anything like that, you go hurt somebody else. They don't even know who you are. You taking somebody else's life for something that's going on with you by somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody in the person that did hurt you do what they did, they just still walking around.
They still around. If that was the case, I'm just throwing
something
out there.
Yeah, just throwing something out there. Yeah.
That's why I'm like, for you to just, the fact that you went into the store, asked for the cigarettes and whatever you asked for, she gave it to you without hesitation, you still shot her in the face. Like,
then the first one, when he said, they said he told you that, she didn't even get to do it. When he said, I want this, that, and the third, she said, okay, then he killed her. Like, she didn't even get to go and get nothing.
Then turned around and did it again.
Like, that's crazy.
Motionless.
How could you do what you did to my mom and my family? I want to know if you're even sorry. Are you sorry for what you did? My mom was not only completely 100% innocent, but she was also a defenseless woman when you came in with that gun. You said you did it for cigarettes and money and so no one could identify you, but I think that's a lie. You did it, as you later said on, that it was so you could feel powerful.
As Swanson was sentenced, he smiled and laughed.
Cold-blooded murder. Cold-blooded murder, young man. You are dangerous. You are unpredictable. Prison.
But see, I'm gonna be real though. Like, I mean, with situations like this in particular, there is no reason to even have these conversations. Like, there is no reason to.
I feel like they do it just for that reason, to see if they gonna show the remorse. You know how court.
Like,
you know how at the end of all that you got anything to say?
You got anything? You got like, come on. Like, if somebody go and do something such as that, bro, especially with a stability mind, like as far as like no intoxications, no alcohol, no drugs, no nothing. They did it. Like, bro, come on.
You already know what time it is.
For real.
Rest of your life.
Swanson was given 2 life sentences, and 4 years into his sentence, he slit another inmate's throat.
Yeah, that might end up demon.
Yeah, bro, that boy, that boy some more stuff. I ain't gonna lie. That boy right there, yeah.
That might slit somebody's throat 4 years in.
You hear me? That boy.
And that's why I said too, you never know what's about. You can't believe a lot of people see him and be like, oh yeah, he freaked me. He did. Man, might have slit somebody throat 4 years later.
So wrong, Superman.
I really thought they were gonna say he killed himself, to be honest.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, me too.
Yeah, they might want to kill others.
Yeah, that boy, I don't know what happened. I don't know what wrong with him. I ain't gonna lie.
And them be the one paying like he was a good boy. You know, he was just being his room.
Play the game.
Some had to have to my guy.
Man, for real, something.
For
real, but and it be so crazy. Before we get out of here, sometimes cause I seen like Jeffrey Dahmer. Matter of fact, they got this stuff on Netflix. Yeah, I ain't no watching on YouTube like years ago though, but they asked him like how they asked him why. Like, what is it? Like, what? And they're like, because I remember I was watching this cartoon, I used to see them, like, just smash people in the head with, like, hammers. These be so funny. shoot him, and then you know the gun. I'm like, you know, I just want to try. Like, bro, what?
And it's crazy because on the outside looking in, like to us, that shit sounds so dumb,
So
serious. But
yeah.
they be dead.
Dead serious, yeah. That's why I be like, what?
They be dead serious.
Like dead serious, like bro, for real serious, bro.
And that's why, like they say, even though a lot of times folks don't want to hear it, when you don't have a strong mind, the smallest stuff really can influence you.
For sure.
TV, games, music, all that
other
stuff.
people.
That stuff really can influence you, bro.
Real. But man, if y'all like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the rest, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy, Them Boy Crazy, and we out.